Okay, today we do corrections for the class test on proportion. Right, first and foremost, we look here. The vertical distance is directly proportional. Okay, so that's the first clue we have to solving this question, to the square of the time t. So once you know directly proportional and square to time t, the first thing we write down is d equals to k times t square. Don't forget the square, this is the square of the time of the falling. Then the next part here will be this. Okay, we must find the value of k. So now the next aim is to find the value of k. So I have formed the equation. Okay, next part here is to find k. How I find k is this. First I will say that they say that the ball falls 80 meters in 4 seconds. So I'll say when d equals to 80, t equals to 4. So 80 equals to k times 4 square. So I get 80 equals to 16k. Alright, and then we know that k is 80 divided by 16, which gives me k equals to 5. So I found k already. Next part is to write down the equation. Okay, write down the equation with k. So the k value is equals to 5. So I write down the equation and say that d is equals to 5t square. And that concludes 1a. Now I'll do 1b. Okay, 1b works like this. Find the vertical falling distance in 5 seconds. So I start with my equation d equals to 5t square. Then I say let time t equals to 5, because over here they say that is 5 seconds. So d equals to 5 times 5 square. Just pressing calculator, 5 times 5 square. My distance that the ball falls, is it ball? Yeah, ball falls is 125 meters. Then 1c, let me do it down here. Okay, 1c works like this. First, the ball is dropped from a height of 240 meters. So I start with my equation again. D equals to 5t square. Then I say let my distance be equals to 240 meters. So I'll say 240 is equals to 5t square. T square is equals to 240 divided by 5 on both sides. T square is equals to 48. Now when there's a t square here, to get rid of t square, what we do is that we will square root both sides of the equation. So when you square root the left hand side, you obtain t. Square root of 48 yields both 6.93 or negative 6.93, which we must reject because it is a negative answer. This case I did not penalize you all, but in further study, especially in secondary 3, okay, don't forget that when you square root, alright, you get both a positive and negative answer. Okay, question 2. P is inversely proportional to Q plus 3 square. First thing you do is to write down the equation. There are two ways to write this. Okay, you can write P is equals to K over Q plus 3 square. Alright. Or if you had written it as, okay, alternatively if you wrote it as P times Q plus 3 square, alright, is equals to K. Both of these are the same thing. Okay, so either one, for inverse proportion you write this, or you have written this, right? Okay, both are the same thing. Now, next thing is we have to find the value of k, just like question 1. So first I say that, okay, this is part A. So I'll let p equals to 3 and q equals to 4. Where I get that? I get them from here. So p equals to 3, q equals to 4. I will work from, maybe I work from this equation. So 3 equals, actually they're the same equation, 4 plus 3 square. 3 equals to k over 7 square, which is 49. Okay, you multiply both sides by You multiply both sides by 49. Your K value is 147. Okay, don't stop here. Alright, we have to write down the original equation. So I write down the original equation. P is equals to 147 over Q plus 3 square. And that concludes part A. Now I do part B. The value of A. So I will let P is equals to A, okay, and Q is equals to 1.2. So when P equals to A and Q is equals to 1.2, I put it back to this equation. Okay, this equation, P equals to 147 over Q plus 3 square. So I get 1.2 plus 3 square. Okay, a quick key into the calculator will give me my A value is equals to 8 and 1/3. Here's where I should tell you, okay, when possible, okay, write in mixed number. Alright, when possible. This will be the most accurate answer. If not, you might actually be penalized for accuracy. So the mixed number is when possible. Part C, the value of B. Okay, this one I start with my equation again. 147 over Q plus 3 square. So when P equals to 12, okay, Q is equals to B from here. So I say 12 equals to 147 over B plus 3 square. I multiply both sides by B plus 3 square. I get 12 B plus 3 square equals to 147. Then divide both sides of the equation by 12. I get B plus 3 square equals to 147 divided by 12, which gives me 12 and 1/4. Okay, to get rid of my square sign, what I do is I square root both sides of my equation. I get B plus 3 is equals to square root of 12 and 1/4 will give me 3.5. Okay, or B plus 3 equals to negative 3.5. Either way is fine, because when you square root a number, you get both the positive root and the negative root. So in this case, B is equals to 0.5 or B is equals to negative 6.5. Either answer is fine. Okay, but in this case, most of you did not consider the negative root, you only considered the positive root. But don't forget that both roots are actually possible. Now, question 3a. Question 3a works like this. First, I say that 1 cm represents 40,000 cm. Until now, we still have people that are unable to convert cm into km. Alright, so first I do cm, I divide by 100, it gives me 400 meters. I divide by another 1000, it gives me 1 cm represents 0.4 km in real life. Okay, now they say that the perimeter is represented by 185 cm. So I write here 185 cm. So if you notice, from here to here, I've multiplied by 185. So by proportion, here to here, I also multiply by 185. So in real life, I have 0.4 times 185. So it means that 185 cm in real life will represent 74 km in the 1 cm on the map is 74 km in real life. So write a statement, okay, which many of you failed to do. Okay, actual perimeter is equals to 74 kilometers. 3b, actual area. Once they say area already, it gives you a clue that you have to form the area scale. So how do I get the area scale from the map scale? First I take 1 cm to 0.4 km. Okay, then we square everything like this. So 1 times 1 is 1 cm square, will represent 0.4 times 0.4. Okay, just use calculator, you get 0.16 km square. So it means that on the map, in area of 1 cm square, will represent 0.16 km square, okay, in real life. So next thing what we do here is this. Okay, I want to find on the map x cm square will be 3.2 km square in real life. So we just divide, okay, my x is equals to 3.2 divided by 0.16. So I get 20 cm square. So I say that the area on map, okay, write the equal sign properly, is equals to 20 cm square. And we are done with the corrections for the class test or the class retest on proportion.